Hi, everyone, and welcome back to day 30 of the Healy Chronicles. It is our conclusion, and I promised that on this day I would share my story. And truly, the biggest part of how Healy has changed my life and what led up to this adventure that I have endured. So, if you follow me at all, you know that in the last 2 years, have been traveling back and forth to Florida. I was building a home, making a life, and creating a future for myself in paradise, truly. But not all journeys and not all plans go to plan. So for me, it just was not a happy place. I met beautiful people. I still have friends that I will cherish for the rest of my life from that experience. But there are moments where you just come to realize that this isn't your journey, this isn't your place, and sometimes there has to be something dramatic to get you to change your mind and get you to change your path. And we all do this. We can't feel bad or we can't blame ourselves when we make choices and those choices don't pan out the way that we thought they would. So without getting into too many details, I had a situation back in the fall where I was a victim of violence. It was completely unexpected, but left me with a lot to deal with. I was diagnosed with PTSD. I also have chronic anxiety and panic attacks. And worst of all, and what Healy has been such a savior to me for, is a traumatic brain injury. It truly makes you wake up and it truly makes you think of how quickly things can change in your life and how quickly a piece of your health can be taken away from you in just a moment, in just an instant. So the struggle began. I decided after this happened that I no longer wanted to be away from my family and my friends and the safety of being back here in Pennsylvania, where I feel whole and am blessed by this beautiful home, by my beautiful dogs, and of course, like I said, my family that has supported me. Through the winter, it was quite a struggle for me because I had to support myself on medication. I don't like being on medication. It's just not a part of who I am. I feel that, with your mind, with your positivity, it can truly help to heal. And I still believe in that. But at that moment, there was no choice for me. I could not go to sleep. I could not get out of bed. So I needed to do something to try to return to some sort of normalcy. But when your brain doesn't function in the way that you expect it to, it's so frustrating, especially for someone like myself who I love the fact that my life is full of adventures and that my brain is so fast. I'm diagnosed with ADD as well. So when your brain keeps hitting walls and barriers and you can't break through them, and it affects your relationships and it affects your business, it taught me that there's something else that was needed in my life. And so I'm going to take that as one of the biggest lessons that I've learned over the last 7 months, 8 months, that stillness is needed in our lives. We need to stop. We need to enjoy. We need to breathe. We need to smell the roses, and listen to ourselves, listen to our bodies, because at that moment, all my body was saying is, stop. We need to heal. We need to heal the physical as well as the emotional that came from the trauma that I endured. And for me, and it will be something that has been a part of my journey and something that I truly am going to take with pride because of the journey that stemmed from that. So for the last 6-7 months, I've really sat back and observed and learned to love myself. I know people say you need to take time to heal, you need to take time to do the work on you, and that is what I did. And by May 4th, and my beginning of this beautiful journey with Healy, I was feeling great. I was doing well. I can obviously see progression in what I was doing with therapy, with doctors, with rest, with enjoying life, because joy brings us laughter, and laughter lifts our vibration. So what vibrations do, and lifting your vibrations is going to change your life. It's going to heal things that you didn't know it could heal by living. And at that moment, I realized that I am living, that there could have been a possibility that I did not survive what I survived. So every day I am grateful for the fact that I survived what I went through. There are residuals. There are still things I have to work through. There are still legalities. There are still things that are going to be there for the rest of my life. I don't think I'll ever be that person prior to, but it's not a sad thing. It's actually a beautiful, happy, wonderful thing, because what it's done is made me stronger. I thought it was strong back then, but this woke me up. I am truly awake and truly blessed to have actually had that experience to allow me to get to this level. So May 4th, when this all came down, I could not resist the fact that there was an entire program for brains. There's for attention, you name it, there's a whole section, so I obviously thought about my ADD, and I obviously thought about the brain injury, and I can say that with everything combined, and with Healy working with me, I run a brain program every single day. And I'm proud of that. And I'm proud of the fact that doctors are now saying to me that the progression that has happened over the last 2 months is unbelievable. And not only what they tell me, but it's what I know and I feel in here and in here. So I continue to do this. I plan to continue to do this, and it has changed my life. I feel that in the last week or two, especially, that I'm back on target. I feel confident. I lost a lot of confidence in my ability to relate to people, and my ability to do my profession, my career, for people to trust me, because I question myself sometimes. So I'm happy to say that right now I feel like Trudy 2.0. And it's amazing. And that's why you might hear me calling myself Trudy Irene, because I feel like it's a new me, it's a new journey and a new chapter, if not a new book. So I am so grateful to you for coming on this journey with me through all of the experiences that I've had with Healy. But number one, I will forever be so grateful for what it has done for my brain. I feel clear, I feel confident, I am happy, and I am so ready to get to this new chapter and to be the best me that I've ever been. So I encourage you, truly, from the bottom of my heart, to live in joy, raise your vibrations, and if you need a tool like Healy to help you raise those vibrations, add those frequencies to your life, I recommend it more than anything that I've ever done thus far for my health. It's been a beautiful journey, and I look forward to it getting even better. So once again, we are signing off on the Healy Chronicles 30 days. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. And if you ever need anything, you need someone to talk to, you need someone to just be there beside you in silence, reach out to me, reach out to your loved ones, and don't ever go through something alone. It's definitely another lesson I learned. Take time for yourself, but also